What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Deads. Now, today I'm bringing you a new fact video, 10 facts about Wolverine's most badass child, Daken. If you haven't seen this yet, subscribe and enjoy the video. Let's get it started. Fact number 1. Daken somehow has a tattoo that his healing factor would suggest would be rejected from his skin. The presence of the tattoo may suggest that he may have the choice of choosing which parts of his his wounds he chooses to heal. So pretty much the reason Dakin has a tattoo on his pretty much on every hat on the one left side of his arm that takes up pretty much his whole back and everything is just to differ himself from his father in particular. So moving on. Fact number 2. There is confusion with Dakin's birthday, though is given as 1946. It is not possible due to Bucky Barnes being in suspended animation from 1945 up until 1954. So even though they gave Dakin the birth year of 1946, there is a possibility that they might have just overstepped it a bit, and they probably meant for him to be born shortly after shortly after, meaning that there was something, probably within his origin story that a lot of people just don't want to talk about, and they're probably going to reveal this later on. But, Dakin's like that. Dakin don't give a shit. He don't give a shit, not at all. Anyway, fact number 3. While part of Hammer, he was granted security clearance of level 5. So your boy Dakin, mind you, the very son of Wolverine, considering himself the bastard child of Wolverine, had security clearance higher than his father in S.H.I.E.L.D. because of his straight, no give, no fucks, I'll kill you so quick you won't think twice about getting cut up by me type of behavior. This is the kind of guy we need, you feel me? We need a guy like this in the military, you feel me? Anyway, fact number 4. Dakin has displayed bisexual tendencies using his pheromone control to entice or arouse or confuse men. So even though we have a lot of people have actually said that Dakin has been classified as homosexual or bisexual for that matter, it's actually he's just using his powers to actually control that one person. So pretty much, Dakin is actually a pretty good mind game player. He'll play it, that's all I'm gonna say. Anyway, fact number 5. The word Dakin means bastard or dog or mongrel in the term of Japanese. Now Dakin chose his villain name as Dakin, given to the fact of his easily noticeable I don't know what the term is for it, but basically they choose to call him Dakin. The villagers in his growing up called him Dakin, which means bastard. So it's clear, you can see he's Canadian Japanese, that's clear. But at the same time, that's what made him hate his father even more, because he felt like he left him with nothing. So with that being said, that's how Dakin became Dakin. Anyway, fact number 6. Dakin is one of the last two known surviving sons of Logan. The other would being Arista of the Savage Lands tribe of Fire, but it's exactly unknown how many children Wolverine actually had. So, like I know I did a video about this before, but Logan has a lot of kids. So the dude's got to pull out game about weak as shit. I'm just saying, Logan, you got to put a condom on it, bro. You got to do something with that, man. No more babies. No more of that. Okay, fact number 7. Dakin first appeared in Wolverine Origins number 5 in October of 2006 and was created by Daniel Way and Steve Dillon. Now, the reason Dakin was created because they felt like Logan needed an heir to his legacy and wanted to complete his legacy by giving him something he felt he would be responsible for, which in this case was a son. So basically, Dakin was created to not only spite Wolverine. Okay, fact number 8. Dakin has stated that his father's death deeply saddened him and that Laura is the only true family he has left and would do anything, including die, to protect her. So even though Dakin and Laura, who is now known as Wolverine, had a lot of beef, during their times first meeting, Dakin genuinely values his sister or aunt or whatever they want to call it, I guess, and he really would do anything for her, unlike he did for his father. Now, number 9. In the What If Wolverine story, Dakin's name is known as John Howlett III, named for Dakin's step-grandfather and Wolverine's stepfather. So basically, in this What If story, he basically raised Dakin to be something better, but he later runs away from Wolverine and becomes a drug lord in Japan, and the resulting effort of all of this ends in Wolverine having to kill Dakin and just literally saying, okay, you don't know what you're doing, you don't know how to control yourself, so I have to stop you one way or the other. And finally, number 10. Daken's fan editorial name is Akihiro John Howlett, which in this case is based off his What If storyline name and based off the fact that his father's last name. So basically, a lot of fans say that, for most people, if you don't have your mother's maiden name, which a lot of us don't know Itsu's last name or whatever, or in this case, I would say it like this, that Daken is in fact, their married child. So in this case, his name is in fact Akihiro Howlett. So basically, with all the names that, Daken has got, they call him Wolverine Jr., they call him John Howlett the Third. Basically, they go with Akihiro Howlett because they feel like, even though his name, that's his adoptive given name, the last name is Howlett. But yeah, that's just all I'm gonna say about it. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time, and be sure to hit me in those links below. Subscribe and be ready for much more fact videos.